our house. This is the kitchen window. Wait. This is Nikita's bedroom, and the ghost came from here. Down into there. This is the back of the house. That's the bedroom and cupboard. That door goes into a communal cupboard. So again, the ghost came from here. Round here is where the ghost came from. And went to there. So from here, like this. Hope you like my car. And now I'm going to take you inside. Okay, so here we have the front door. That's me. Hello. There's the front door. This is the hallway. And in here we have the kitchen. That's the kitchen. And I'm going to walk into the living room. It's quite nice. Now we're going to go into the hall, and in the hall is where there was a bad spirit. Is that right, Elena? In this cupboard.
And then either have to give a speech why we think it was bad and how it was removed.
Okay, now we have the hallway. Going into the bedroom. Bathroom even, not the bedroom. This is Nikita's room. Say hello, Nikita. It's Nikita's room. Pardon? Nikita? Nikita's being awkward. And again, if we look from out here, this is where we had the thing go into the ground down there.
And Nikita's eyes.
Nikita!
No,
we'll do one separately. And now we're going to go into our bedroom. Nice and tidy. Give you some sort of perspective. Over there we're going to go in. It used to be a bathroom and now it's a like a clothes room. There we go. So just a general clothes room. Plenty of clothes. So there we are. Let's go back.
Especially this place, please. One more time. Over here. Yep, here, down. Yeah, over there, yeah. A little bit from further, otherwise it's not understandable.
No. No. So there we are. Thank you for all your help. Nikita's playing up. No.
No, in a minute.
Tell you. Right,
Okay,
come here,
then
look at me.
behave.
Look at me.
Look at Daddy.
Open your eyes.
And smile. With your pancake inside of your nose.
Wave to Baba.
And you.
Keep still.
No, not just my nose and eyes, just enough. It doesn't have to be that big.
And mine.
Yeah. That's enough. Now, just probably background focus. I moved to this house 6 years ago and I married Raj. I used to live in central London before. This house has always been very spooky because there are all sort of things happening from the day one I moved here. Unfortunately, my pregnancy as well finished abruptly due to bad spirits in the house. Me and Raj experienced things like clock was flying 2 meters away from the wall.
That happened in the kitchen. What I'm going to do is actually go and show you the clock.
Yeah.
So this is the kitchen. This is the clock on the wall, and the clock flew
Up to here.
up to about here.
Up to
So
here.
we're from she is here to here, which is about 2 meters. Okay, do you want to carry on?
Yeah, here and here. So this is the clock was here, going down. Right. We used to have arguments all the time in that corner. In that corner. Especially, yeah.
All the sheets.
Yes, especially in
Who had arguments?
me and you all the time. We used to fight here. Yeah, you remember? I do, if you forgot. We had a glass we had an empty glass here. I can be like that. We had an empty glass here that exploded by itself.
The room was slightly different then, but it was it just shot off the table and flew off.
What else happened here? About 4 years ago, I decided that Raj needs to be christening because he wasn't christening in his life. And before that event happened, 10 days before christening took place, we decided to go have a walk outside at 10 o'clock in the night, and I followed Raj
To the waterfall.
to the waterfall, and that was not Raj. Raj was inside of the house. So that thing that actually showed my eyes that was Raj jumping the waterfall, and while he was jumping, the real Raj stood at the door, at the house door, calling my name. So I ran back to the house. Obviously, I was very frightened and scared because I knew that was a bad thing happening.
Yeah, so basically she followed what she thought was me, dressed like me, towards the waterfall. It looked exactly the same as me. I actually watched her and I thought, what's she doing walking strangely towards the waterfall? I couldn't see anything. And when she got to the waterfall and she said, Raj, and I said yes, because I was behind her by then, and she almost jumped out of her skin, and there was no shadow, it had no shadow.
Yeah, so this thing's happening in this house. The first two years we have a very strong interference and distractions in our marriage due to the woman from his past. And although Raj has stopped being in touch with her for the reason he knows why, she always tried to indirectly give something like a box of chocolate to him, which luckily he didn't take and didn't eat. Or indirectly, she was doing little things such as giving us Christmas cards. Like this December, it's now 6 years passed by, she's still on the year 6. She giving us Christmas card, writing her name and Raj's name, Merry Christmas.
Hand putting it through the door when
and it's handwriting without
hand put through
yeah
the door.
without stamp. So that was delivered in our
So it was delivered, it was hand delivered to the house. Now there's an interesting that happened. She tried to email me 3 times last August, and also via my son tried to give me some chocolates. This was the time immediately after that Nikita was sick, wasn't she?
She was
Very, very badly ill. So it was a bit of a coincidence. We're just going to cut and we'll have something else in a minute.
Hello, it's Elena again. Next bit we want to say that for the last 6 years bit with Raj, every time we have bad events happens in the family, I would always have some sort of sign. The worst sign, it would be at night, something like staring at me, and does make my body to move, and I can't shout.
Can you see it?
And I can't see it. No, I can't. When I open the eyes, I would see it is either it's like I can see quickly like either a big spider on my head, above my head, or is a cloud. Hopefully the cloud ran off. Or is like something there staring at me, and I clearly feel it. So what happened then? I would pray in my head a prayer, and then slowly it would release my body to move.
So you couldn't move? You could see it, but you couldn't move until you prayed?
Yeah, I never can move when it happens. But the worst bit, the next day, Nikita would be very badly, she would be very ill, really ill, like hospital, go to the hospital and stay in the hospital, really dramatically ill.
How often did this happen?
In the past, it would have happened basically every time the child in the hospital, it would, the night before it would happen. In December, last time it happened in December, so we had a holiday in Tenerife and we have to leave one day before. Be even in a hotel in Tenerife. It happened to me the same. It happened to be the same night, at the night, and while that night it happened, this witch from Raj's past delivered this Christmas card.
Or had someone delivered it?
Or someone had delivered for her the Christmas card.
By hand?
By hand. So it's every time.
But what happened at Tenerife, for the record, is an island off Africa.
Yeah.
In the Canary Islands.
So what?
Okay. You're being filmed.
So
what did you see in Tenerife?
That would be, I saw in Tenerife at night as a shadow looking at me, staring at me, and I couldn't move my body and I couldn't say anything. It was So next day when we woke up, I was ill, and Nikita started to have temperature, although there were no signs of illness prior that day. We bought tickets and fly back home because we knew always it's going to be something bad happens.
Did you both get better quickly?
No, I had to take antibiotics 5 days. I was ill. Luckily, Nikita was not as usually dramatically ill. She was ill, but not dramatically.
And how often do you see these things a year, for example? Once, twice?
3 times.
3 times a year?
Yeah.
Once every 4 months, roughly.
So,
Okay,
next, describe how we met Babaji. A friend of ours introduced us to Babaji, and we flew to Newcastle because Nikita, although the things were a bit better that 6 years ago, but I knew it's not 100% all well here.
So we flew to Newcastle to see Baba.
So we knew to Newcastle to see Babaji, and we had this water. Do not hurry me up. I cannot do that.
Okay, let's just stop for a second. Talk about again when we all flew to Newcastle to see Baba. Elena, so
what happened? We saw Babaji. We had this blessed water, and Nikita first time was a typical child who wouldn't sit for a long time in one room. Anyway, thanks God, Babaji took us straight away to his room, and he would do his
bits of
pieces and give us the water, and we flew back home, and Babaji gave us as well herbs to burn in the house. So when we flew back home, we all drank water, and from day we drink water until today. And at that night, when the first time we flew back from Babaji house, I burned the herbs in, I won't be specific where, the smoke was here in the full house, in every room, in Nikita's room, in bathroom, basically everywhere. There is no one corner that it would be without herbs, smoke of that herbs. So by now I've done 3-4 times that smoke of the house. Now when 42 days expired,
also, you didn't eat beef. You mustn't eat beef.
No, we didn't eat beef for 42 days.
We did exactly what we were told.
The thing is, what really happened before 42 days expired.
Near enough 40, 41 days,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. I sat down at the computer because we have security cameras all over the house, and I want just to see what's going on around our house any time of the day.
Yeah, we wanted to play back we have 4 cameras, 2 inside the house and 2 outside the house, which are continually going. And Elena wanted to see, what was happening. So she actually got on the machine. She could have clicked at any times or any cameras, and
that was a second attempt where I clicked specific day as 29th of April. At the time, I think 5:29 or 4:29. Anyway, we have DVD with you anyway. So when I clicked that time on one of our cameras, I clearly saw it's a cloud coming out from the house, from the wall between Nikita's room and the kitchen, and the cloud flew away, and can you switch over the candle in Nikita's room?
Okay.
The cloud flew away and landed sharply down to the ground at the fence.
Yeah, basically what it did, it came out bobbling along, and as you can see from the video, and then after about 4 meters did a right angle very, very fast into the ground. It's interesting what of all the times and all the cameras, to look at over the last, say, 10 days, what she did, something told her to just look at a specific time on one of the 4 cameras, and that's exactly what she's got. So pretty amazing that was. And I think she's going to be back in a minute.
Yeah.
After looking at the DVD.
After for 2 hours, we looked into DVDs.
Amazed.
We were quite sure that that's obviously spirit running, flying from our house.
So you call Baba Ghai.
Because I think the thing so with the Baba Ghai's help and everything was happening for the 42 days, that spirit been forced to leave our house, and this is what we totally convinced and believe because it's obvious. Now, how would I describe Nikita? She is I would describe her happy-going child, settled. But the first time we came to Baba Ghai, she would be unsettled. She would be a bit nervous, like constantly, like bit nervous. I'm happy the way she is now. Obviously, with her illness, we can't say how things are, simply because we are on the same medications, and to know how the illness going, we have to reduce the medications, which we can't do that because 3 weeks ago the blood test shown bad blood test, where it clearly tells that the illness is there and is there basically. So we are now looking for other way, hopefully with the advice of Baba Ghai, to find another Baba Ghai who gives special herbs. Hopefully we will get somewhere. What else? The herbs and I spring the water everywhere in the house. You already seen the video of. It's literally everywhere. I will sprinkle on everything, on curtains, in the corners, on the floor, on the bed, just everywhere. Every time I go in the room, I just sprinkle everywhere I can see to sprinkle on. So we are planning to have another child, and after all this 6 years of funny struggle, not struggle, fight with in a spiritual world with one lunatic in our life, we do hope it comes to the stage where we're on the top of the tree, and with help of Baba Ghai, I know that will be sorted forever. So I will finish for now.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for their all help you are providing for us. And I hope we have our herbs to give our daughter, and we'll be hooray, happy times.
So thank you very much. I think the next clip will show you a little video of Nikita.
Yeah, she's asleep now.
She's asleep now, but perhaps in the morning.
No, now.
Now?
No, come on.
Okay, we'll show you her bedroom asleep.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, her room is very calm now, but always, I don't feel things much, but in Nikita's room it's, don't know, it used to be a little bit uneasy. Anyway.
Just smell it. Trust me, I just smell it. This is the window going inside the kitchen there. Let me show you. This is the wall, and the kitchen windows there. So the spirit flew from this corner. From this has been done from this corner outside. So this is the corner where the spirit flew from.